What is up, guys? I am Ascari Husky here today, and we are back with yet another Midwest Fur Fest 2017 Fursuit interview. And today, we have Shane Deepwood. Shane is another furry YouTuber. Awesome suit. If you guys have not seen this suit, you totally should. The foot paws are massive. You really can't see. Look at that. Oh my god, that's the size of my head. Foot paws are massive. This suit is just huge. It is awesome. Shane, I just want to thank you for being on my channel, you know, for starters. And how's your con so far? I know we're only on day 0. That's when I'm filming most of my stuff. But how's your con thus far?
Pretty good. I got here at like 11 today. We took the train from Boston, so it was a fun experience.
Alright. How was that ride?
Very fun. We had a sleeper car and...
Oh, okay, so it was quiet.
Except for the train across, blaring its horn at every crossing through like Pennsylvania and Indiana. So
it sounds like, you know, you just got here. How long have you been here for?
Since 11.
Oh, wow. So you're not very long.
Not too long.
Not too long. So, guys, fursuit interviews, how do they work? I go to Twitter, I post a picture, and I ask you guys to ask the interviewee questions. And you guys have always done an amazing job at giving me some of the best questions for an interview. So with that being said, let's answer some of these questions.
Okay.
Alright, so the first one is by Majora Strawberry, and I think he dropped a question on just about everybody. And that is, what is something you've been meaning to try, but haven't gotten around to it?
I would have to say I want to go to, like, try going to BLFC sometime.
Okay. I would have to agree with that. That looks like a pretty cool con.
Debating whether to just fly it or to actually do, I think it's going to be a 3-day trip across on train.
Oh, Lord. See, one thing, if I were to ever go to BLFC, because this is the photographer side of me talking, I live in the Chicago area. I love photography. Getting a good star shot out here is hard. Even driving an hour and a half, 2 hours away, you still get a lot of light pollution. So me personally, I think I would take, what is that, the 2-day drive from Chicago to Reno, Nevada? So just for that reason.
Or just come out to Springfield, camp with us, and you get not a lot of like light pollution. We actually went to a campsite that was a KOA in Springfield. Instead of going to Fur Park this year, they had a huge fireworks display, and that wasn't planned at all. It was the guys had all like the duds and all that, and there was a quarry, and they didn't want to hold on to them for the year, and they wanted to buy new ones next year. So they let them all off.
That's kind of cool.
It took like an hour and a half.
Oh, so that must have been an amazing show.
But it was very dark out there. You could see the stars and all that, and it was very pretty.
Oh wow! And where was that?
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. See, the only time I've ever been east, Connecticut, New York City, and Vermont. That's it. So I've never actually been that far. You know what I'm saying? I typically stay in the Midwest. So I don't know. That sounds pretty nice. Sounds pretty nice. So the next question is by Fluffy Wild Dog, and that is, what do you think your character would be like as a human? Would they act the same or be different?
Well, I'd probably be a lot more confident as a human. I definitely like the suit because I can kind of act out how I want to act out.
You can do what you want without, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think I'd run around like going like this and being cute and all like that, but just, you know, being myself more outside of suit and having the courage to, you know, to do that is what I'd like.
Sounds pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was my character, I don't think much would change.
A lot of my character is actually me, but there are parts of it that...
Where it's just like, it's little improvements, what you wish you could do, stuff like that.
Stuff that someday I hope that I can actually incorporate into my human self.
Yeah, stuff, goals in life, things that you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the next question is by Manic Mally, and that is, what is your favorite place to go or favorite activity to do while in fursuit?
Well, this one's a tough one, but I'd have to say that camping trip that we went on. We actually did 2 camping trips. One of them we went to a Ren fair and we walked around in suit. There was like 4 or 5 of us, I think, in suit. And we got just swarmed by kids and got all the pictures, and the Ren fair like vendors loved us. So that was a fun place to suit. And then suiting at the campsite the second time was fun. I actually made my latest cooking video there in the RV. That was really fun to do.
Sounds like fun. So the next one is by TK, and that is, what's your favorite part of the fandom? So me personally, I like the people. I like the meeting the new people, sitting down going, hey, how's it going? And actually starting a conversation and possibly a new friendship. I would personally say that's one of my favorite things. It's a very open community. It's a very, very cool community, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I'd have to kind of say something similar to that. I like to get to know the person who's underneath the suit more, because, I mean, I have met a couple of suiters that, you know, I thought were cool, and I got to actually meet them outside of suit and realize they're completely different people. So definitely, you know, getting to know the person, and I think most of my friends now are actually furries, so.
I would have to say the same thing. I think I have like 1 friend who isn't a furry, maybe 2. No, I have 2 friends who aren't furries. That's it.
I have like 3 college friends who aren't furries, and that's it.
Yeah. So I can relate to you in the same boat there. So the next question is by @Vartra Lion, and I'm pretty sure I said his name wrong. I'm notorious for butchering names. And that is minus MFF, because obviously it's the best con ever. I agree with this person. What other con would you recommend to a Brit?
Well, I'm partial to the one in Massachusetts, because I live there.
Yeah, well that's probably why I like this one so much.
Yeah. I like Anthem New England. It was actually my first con that I ever went to, and it made me want to keep going to cons. It's grown every year. I was on staff last year for helping with filming some of the stuff in the ballroom, and we had so many people in trying to show up for the dance comp that they had to send people away because the ballroom wasn't big enough.
Oh wow.
So they moved hotels this year, and I think they're going to do pretty well this year, and I'm super stoked.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it when small cons become this big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, BLFC is a prime example for that. What was it, like a couple thousand people? No, not even a couple thousand. Barely breaking 1,000 people, what, like less than 3-4 years ago? Now it's one of the biggest cons?
Yeah.
It's crazy. That might actually wind up being the biggest con one day, too.
The location is perfect for what they have.
So, the next one is by Jock Blueberry, and that is, what is the greatest thing in the furry fandom for you?
Again, it's probably the friendships, and also just, you know, being able to be myself, because I can't be myself in, you know, my personal life. I have a job that I have to act a certain way, and have to act a certain way in family, and this gives me like a vacation from.
This gives you a break away from basically having to do what other people want you to.
Yeah.
It just lets you go away, be yourself.
My mind gets shut off for a couple days, and
yeah. And I think that's the case for most furries. A lot of furries, when they go to a con, it's just a weight off their shoulders. They get to go to the con, they get to have fun, and they get to do it without people saying, you need to do this, you need to do that.
My job is sometimes stressful too, so to not have to worry about that for a couple days is
just the fact that you get to sit back. And
yeah.
That probably helps a lot too.
Yeah.
So the next one is by @DashTheWolf, and that is, what is your most funniest moment in a fursuit?
I'd probably have to say back, I think it was AC 2016, I think. Jonas and we had our radios on, and I had earpieces, and so he was telling me to go do random stuff to random people. But we actually went down to the pier where there was a cruise, like a little party cruise going on, and we went down with some of our friends, and he actually talked us onto the boat in Fursuit, got us water beforehand, and we got to just go on the boat and dance around with. It was a DJ party, so it was all DJs and all their friends, and I think Max the Husky actually periscoped the whole thing, and they loved us. They kept stopping us for photos, and we just got on, we had fun, we jumped off, and they left.
So that's actually a good segue into the next question, and that is by Heat the Wolf, and that is any bad suiting moments. So it sounds like you had a really good one that last one, but what's like something that's just made you go no, or you know what I'm saying? Something along the lines of that.
That's also happened at the same AC.
Oh no. I feel like when people get their best stories and their worst stories, or their worst stories in general, it all usually happens at the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, or within, you know what I'm saying? I know that's happened to me, so.
I was trying to, Kibo was trying to film a video that time, and we ended up, I was stuck in suit for a long, long time, to the point where we were sitting outside, trying to do scenes outside. I had, like a camelback on, and I ran out of water, or it was lukewarm, or it was just disgusting, and I knew I was going to pass out. And they were like, and Jonas was there, he's like, take your head off. I was like, I can't, I don't want to take my head off. Just because I was out in public, I didn't want to ruin the magic, so I had to have him run off and grab me water because I was almost going to pass out. And after I got back to the room, I showered and I collapsed into bed. And he was like, hey, just come over to Tonic, you know, come get some food. I was like, no, I can't move. I'm dead.
So yeah, that sounds like a not so great moment. Dehydration is probably not the greatest thing to go to a party afterward.
No.
Yeah, no, that's probably, and that you said that was the same con?
Yeah.
So the greatest moment and the worst moment all happened within what, like 24 hours of each other then?
The greatest moment was I think on the last day on like Sunday or.
So at least it made up for that bad moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, I guess. That's good. The next question is by @TravisGander, and that is, who was your maker for him, and what kind of price was it? Now, this is kind of a personal question, but...
I won't answer the price question, because that is personal.
Yeah.
All I can say is that go to the website and you can get their base prices there. Because every suit is different, their prices are different.
Yeah, everything's going to be different. There's little tiny tweaks that you got to do that can affect the price.
If you get like an extra set of feet, you get the sleeves, you get the legs, you get body, the type of bodysuit depends. But my suit is made by the amazing More for Less, and yes, I do have the movable eyebrows.
Wonderful. Look at that. Jealous. Very, very, very jealous.
And my hair pulled off.
Oh my lord, look at that. Okay, so that's going to be thumbnail material right there.
And I actually have made more hair pieces for this.
Oh, really? That's
so I've got a green one that lights up. I've got a purple one I made for our last MFC, which is a little mini comedy host.
Okay.
Because I was a king, so I had to have something royal.
Yeah.
And then a blue one.
Alright, so here's my question then. With the magnets in there, does it make it harder to wash?
Not really.
Not really? It's the same thing?
Yeah.
Huh. Because I figured with a magnet in there, maybe it was like something you had to do different, or you know what I'm saying?
You just have to be gentle, because they can pull out over time.
Okay.
So you can kind of see that they're starting to come through a little bit.
Yeah,
but
you don't mind if I hold that so the camera can see it?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so like just slowly they come out like that. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but you can kind of see it. But yeah, no, we're going to give you your eyebrow back.
That's why if you have like a suit with magnets on it, don't leave the pieces on if you're not wearing it for a while, just because it will make it break down faster. But they did change their design up. I saw a more recent head, and they actually curve out this so that you don't have the depressions that can show up on this, which is pretty cool.
Alright, so the last question we have is by @TacoLover. And I would have to agree with the name. I'm a taco lover myself.
Tacos!
I would have to agree.
I have a sticker of me as girls with tacos.
And the last question is, how did you come up with your name. Now see, that's an interesting story for everyone. Like myself, I came up with it because of a car manufacturer. I've said it a million times, but how about yourself?
Well, I've always liked the name Shane, so that's kind of where we went first. And I was making a Facebook profile, and I was with some friends, and I just couldn't come up with a name. And one of my friends, as a joke, said, "What about Deepwood?" And it just stuck.
It just kind of became a thing.
Yep.
That's interesting, actually. It's kind of cool.
We all, like, when he said it, we all started laughing, and I think I was slightly intoxicated at the time, and I just went with it, and I kind of had luck with it, and it's now official.
Now official. Alright, well that's actually kind of a cool way to get the name. I mean, it's a little different than some other people, like, I got it from a fruit, or I got it from this, or I got it from a card name. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of an interesting name.
My one of my best friends' name is Pineapple, so if you're watching this, hi Pineapple. he couldn't come this year, he got stuck at home sadly.
That's sad. Alright guys, so as usual, much appreciated for the questions. If you don't know who Shane is, he's a furry YouTuber, makes awesome content. He's the reason I made myself a box of mac and cheese one time at 3 in the morning. This is a very true story. But either way, if you don't know who he is, go check out his content. That little icon will be popping up in this general vicinity in the outro. Mine will be popping up here. Go check out his channel, and then if you get bored enough, go check out mine, and then while you're at it, maybe go check out my last 2 Fursuit interviews, one with Stormy, one with Blaze Cully. Alright guys, I'm Ascari Husky.
And I'm Shane Deepwood.
And I will see you all later.
Bye!